podcast. 22-minute podcast. Don't want to take up much of your time. Just gonna read some headlines and stuff.
Welcome to the 22-minute podcast. My name is Wes Sievertson. Today is January 16th, 2025. It's still 2025. Look at that. We just started, and we're still here in 2025. Yep, flying solo. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to go ahead and get one out today. Like I said, I've asked a couple people, and I've told Mike, like, if Mike just wants to call me, we could record an episode with him, just a little bit lower quality of audio, because he would obviously be coming through like an iPhone source that I've just got plugged into the interface. But anywho, yeah, another day just by myself. But I still wanted to put something out, and I'll have this out before 6 p.m., so hopefully that'll be a good time to get it. But anyway, all right, let's get to some Today in History. One thing I noticed on this day in 1919, the 18th, that's what I remember. The 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution authorizing the prohibition of alcohol is ratified by a majority of U.S. states, and that was a direct result of women's suffrage, women getting the vote. It's interesting. I bet you could read about like what their reason, like was it completely like moral kind of thing, like tied to some sort of Christian value deal, and they, with their new representation, expressed their faith or their moral standing, or was it really like, hey, I'd like my husband to stop drinking so much and being an asshole and punching me in the vagina with anything other than his penis, I don't know. I haven't read much history on that. I actually wonder if there might be a good book on that or something. That's something I like that time period. I mean, it's kind of silly. It's definitely the old Louis C.K. joke of only white guys like really fantasize about time travel. And so yeah, it's only usually white dudes who also then romanticize periods of history, I think. I mean, not always, of course, but I guess it's easiest and most common. Even like cowboy times, like they probably weren't that great, but then they just romanticize it as much as they also villainize and make a caricature of Native Americans and other marginalized groups and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, I do. I mean, I love Boardwalk Empire, and that's obviously that first season's all around prohibition and bootlegging and stuff like that, or the first couple seasons. And because eventually, I don't remember what season that it eventually becomes legal again, but anyway, I love that show, and it's just like a fun time period that I like to learn stuff about. But, excuse me, I'll have to look up and see if there's like some sort of just, I don't know, just unbiased or, well understood presentation of just what the perspective was of who was voting for prohibition and why. Because obviously it was reversed. It didn't. I don't even know much about that. Like, did it just lead to so much overwhelming crime that then they had to they just had to do it? I don't know. But anyway, all right. Let's see. On this day in 1963, Los Angeles nightclub and music venue, the Whiskey A Go-Go, opens. It was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006. I didn't know that venues could be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I guess that makes sense, these spaces become very cherished and very important to the history of the industry or a genre or something, just some scene in the industry kind of thing. So for sure. All right, what else do we have? Sorry, I gotta quit jamming my own song. I should turn it down a little bit so I'm not actually hearing, or I can mute it as I'm actually recording. That would probably be a good Anyway, hey, on this day, January 8th. Wait, what year is this? It doesn't say what year. Why doesn't it say the year? I'm scared. Why doesn't it say the year? Yeah, I don't know. Wait, am I looking at a year? I'm sorry. Okay, I hate this website. I really do. I got to find a different website and do better for you people. Wait a minute. I think I clicked events in 2024. So on this, I think what I read was that on this day, oh no, it said January 8th. Well, now I'm just wrapped up in, so the Pope was like, hey, there shouldn't be any more surrogate motherhood. It's ridiculous. On this day in 1605, Don Quixote published for the first edition of Don Quixote is published in Madrid. That's cool. I need to read that. I mean, if it's still got that, if it's got that kind of lasting power, where over 400 years later, it's still seen as kind of like a relevant but also well written text. Like that. I love that kind of stuff. I need to. I've never read it. It's long, I think. So that always kind of like if it's a classic and it's long, I'm like I'm sure I'll like see a movie or something. But I actually do prefer audiobooks are great. I don't know. I'm sure that's not anything new. The first audiobook I ever listened to actually was I broke my leg when I was 12. And I had was I 12? Yeah, 11, 12. I think it was 11. And I had just finished the first Harry Potter book, and so my dad got me the second one on audio tape. They were cassette tapes, and I listened to that while I was laid up for like a week or two. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, so I really enjoyed that. Who was it? It was, it was the American, I don't know, or they're both British. I don't know why there's two recordings. I guess maybe one with the American publishing or something. It came out later. It definitely wasn't the like Stephen Root. I think maybe that's who like the guy that everyone loves doing it is or something. But anyway, wasn't him. But I really enjoy listening to certain sci-fi fantasy series on audiobook. That's my preferred. It's so enjoyable that way that I actually am like, yeah, turn it into a TV show. That's fine. I don't care. Like, yeah, change it. I enjoy the audiobook so much. Show me something different. Though I will say, just as see, I'm even bringing up Harry Potter and Mike isn't here. No, yeah, I started reading. I haven't finished re-listening to the Harry Potter. Well, I've never listened to the audiobooks of Harry Potter other than that second one. When I was 11. So I was listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks. I'm still on the sixth one and I haven't picked it back up, but re-experiencing the books, going back through them, I honestly see how the movies actually do a lot of stuff better. Seriously. Yeah, definitely with the perspective of like an adult, because I don't think I revisited those books, but maybe once after I read them when they came out. Most of them, I think. I think I reread the first couple as a teenager and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, there's just certain choices that are made in the movies, certain changes that I really do think are more beneficial to the story. I can't cite them right now. If this was like a Harry Potter podcast, I would have taken notes as I was listening to the books, and I would have given you some examples. But that's a suspicion for you to maybe, if you want to reread or listen to the audiobooks of Harry Potter, just think about it. Think about, like, is this actually better for the story than what they chose in the movies, or really did they kind of clean it up? You know what? Okay. Oh God, we're doing book corner now. I'm sorry, and I'm going off a little bit because I didn't hear about this article that came out like a month ago, or maybe it was longer. I'm honestly not sure. I didn't read the article. Need to read the article. But I read the context of the article, I suppose. No, I need to read the article so I can actually talk about it. Maybe I'll do like one extra podcast a week where I just talk about like the books that I'm interacting with. I would love to do a book club podcast, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would work as like getting people to listen too, because that's more contextual to a subject and different fandoms and genres of books and people who are fans of those genres and stuff. But anyway, No, Cormac McCarthy. We're talking about adaptations and what they change. I didn't read No Country for Old Men until I was like 24, 25, and obviously the movie came out when I was like 18 or something. And excuse me, gosh. Here, let me get a sip. Let me get a sip. Okay, sorry. Yeah. There were certain choices in the adaptation that the Coen brothers did. I mean, the Coen brothers are geniuses, and I love their sense of humor. Like in Raising Arizona, while there's also like slapstick, but like the situation seems serious. Like it's amazing when you can pull that off in like a live action form. And No Country for Old Men is just a little bit more on the serious side, even though it does have quite a bit of humor in it. I mean, whether that is just subtle lines of, like the guy at the border crossing, like, son, you jacking me? You don't jack me. Something like, just little lines like that are really funny, that are delivered. I actually met that guy who delivered that line. I didn't mean to bring that up. But anyway, did meet that dude because he's a Texas guy. He actually passed away, I think, just a couple of years ago. But his daughter went to the University of Houston when I was there, and so he came and like spoke with us, and I didn't absorb enough of what he said. I know that. Yeah, because I was going to. We were in that like the acting program, and I dropped out of that because I'm a coward. But anyway, yeah. So the adaptation of No Country for Old Men, little stuff like that with the humor, but also a choice they made that I appreciate was, if you remember at the end of the movie, when Llewellyn Moss, is it the last time? God, is it the last time you actually see him? Whenever he's being like, this middle-aged woman drinking beer by the pool is trying to seduce him or whatever, entice him with beer. I know what beer leads to. Beer leads to more beer. That whole exchange. No, I haven't seen the movie 1,000 times. But anyway, in the book, that's like a 17, 16-year-old girl. So, yeah, when I was reading the book, I was like, well, this isn't as fun as definitely whenever it's full grown. I mean, well into, she could have been 50 years old, and Llewellyn was clearly in his 40s or whatever. But also in the book, his wife is like 19 or 18 or something, and I think he's actually a little bit older than what Josh Brolin. Whoa. Than what Josh Brolin kind of is when he's playing that part. And then obviously Kelly MacDonald. Kelly MacDonald was playing younger. Kelly MacDonald, is that right? Yeah. She was playing younger as his wife, but I mean, still what, 22, 21 at the very youngest, and like he seems like he's in his 30s. So obviously there's something going on there, but it's definitely not as questionable as like I think Llewellyn in the book was in his 40s, and then like the wife was 18, 19. So I don't know. Actually, if I went back and I rewatched No Country right now, which I probably should. I think it's been over a year. Anyway, I'd probably see Kelly MacDonald and be like 28. Come on. She looks like, it's just so interesting rewatching stuff now in my 30s and being like, oh, she looks, either, oh, she looks like a child, or like, no, she looks, not like a child. So anyway, that was in the books, and I bring that up to say there was like an article that came out a month or so ago or something. Again, I don't really know. But yeah, apparently Cormac McCarthy's muse, she's now in her 50s or something, but yeah, he was in like she was like 17 when they met, and yep. So just more unfortunate situations with writers or artists, and especially from that era. Dang it. But no, I don't know. I definitely was uncomfortable by like I said, reading those sections in the book when I eventually got to the book. But it doesn't change my experience with it's just interesting because like he presents other situations that are obviously like abhorrent and he doesn't really like kind of casually talk about them. So to just kind of casually have these relationships in No Country for Old Men, like it really isn't presented in the same way that he presents other moral and big, like he makes declarations on how he feels about things, and it just seems like more casual that like, oh, Llewellyn just kind of likes younger women. I don't know. It's just weird. All right. Oh my God, it's been 15 minutes, and this has been Book Corner episode. But I don't know. Go look up that Cormac McCarthy article, because I honestly don't know enough about it. Okay, let's do some birthdays. Turning 50 today. Man, I saw this, and this is one that definitely made me feel my age or just getting older or whatever, because Julie Ann Emery, not super famous. I mean, she's had a fantastic career in television. She's done a lot of stuff that you know, and she's worked with, a lot of people you would know. Best known for, I don't know what 5 Days at Memorial is, but that's like her top known. Maybe whoever might hear this podcast floating into this podcast should be called Old Man Yelling at a Cloud. Anyway, all right, but she's also known for Better Call Saul, which I don't know if I remember her exactly in that, but I mean, I love Better Call Saul. I would probably just need to see her in context, in character. But I remember her from Fargo. Was it the first? It was the Patrick Wilson season, so I think that was the second season. I think that's correct. It might be the first season, but she was really great when she was in Fargo. So when I saw it was her birthday, it just kind of shook me. I was like, she is 50 years old, because I thought, man, in 2014, which is now 11 years ago, over a decade ago, and that blows my mind. Again, just more examples of feeling my age. Yeah, I thought, wow, she's really great, and bet she's going to be in more stuff. I forgot all about her for 11 years. For 11 years, I forgot all about her. And here she is at the top of the IMDb page, turning 50. Ugh. Wow. I didn't think about her once in her 40s. Anyway, she's also in Skeleton Crew, which is actually pretty good, and it's got like the lowest ratings. I think people are just like out on Disney. I don't know. They need to do something. What is this? I'm getting an audio recording. Should I play it? I'm getting an audio recording from here. From my friend James. Wait. He's texting me about it. I'll do a couple birthdays. Wait to see what he says about it, because I gotta ask him. What is this? Oh, he's sending me an example of. Okay, I won't play it. Because I'm not exactly sure what he does. He works at he does some kind of IT for like a railroad company, insurance around railroad companies. I'm not sure. Anyway, technical something, blah blah blah. Anyway, he wants to send me some audio from and I want to listen to it, but I don't know if I should. I definitely probably shouldn't record it and stuff. So anyway, we'll just ignore that and do a couple more birthdays before I run out of time. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. On the Disney thing, like, they seem to like they haven't made any standalone films, and I just take a film to like build a character. Take an hour and a half to. People don't want long movies, and they can go F themselves. They can go fiek an hour and a half, 2 hours to really build a character, man. I like that. Don't make it a cliche origin story. Make it challenging for the audience. That's what we want, you jerks. You own IP in these huge worlds that have so much texture to them, and just use a character to connect these dots. And I feel like they try to do that. I like the Skeleton Crew. I feel like they do that. They're trying to do Stranger Things in Star Wars, so it's not like it's mind blowing, but it's fun and stuff. And anyway, all right, turning 45, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Hamilton is incredibly overrated, and I will never stop saying that. John Carpenter, not overrated. A genius. Halloween. Composer of the soundtrack for Halloween. The Thing. So many other things. Turning 77. Love him. Wait, right? Gosh, I always mix him and Wes Craven up, but Escape from New York. He did The Thing, right? Halloween. Gosh, I hate that Mike's not here, because he would be able to tell me in half a second, but I really hope that I'm not mixing that up. Oh God, I just want to make sure. I'm so sorry. How much time we got? Okay, whatever. The Thing's amazing, so I sure hope it's John Carpenter. John Carpenter's The Thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. Maybe I fucked up, but I mean, They Live. You know what I mean? He's just a genius. Oh God damn it! I feel like an idiot right now. Scatterbrain. Work today, and I got to work tomorrow. Of course, I like recording these on Saturday with Mike. Whenever we just lock in and we just go. You know, it's my favorite. So looking forward to doing that. He hasn't let me know about his weekend, but yeah, I can tell you the show definitely benefits from him being here. Anyway, all right. Today's a soft birthday day too. Wow. I know there was at least one more at the bottom, wasn't it? Oh, Kate Moss is turning 51, which is another way to feel your age, because she was like, a model as a 18-year-old or something. She became famous, so her name's just been around so long. Her turning 51 just has got to hit a lot of people in that way, in the feeling the age department. Who is FKA Twigs? Wasn't she with what's his name? Shia LaBeouf or something? That's like the only thing I feel like I just associate their names and they were together. But he like has a kid with what's her name? Mia Goth. So who knows? Yeah, not a lot of birthdays to lean on today. Got about 30 seconds left. I don't know. There's really nothing else going on. I'm gonna listen to this call that James sent me. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe he'll have the time to call tomorrow, and we'll get to have a co-host or something or whatever. All right. Well, I'm just gonna let the music take you out, and yeah, enjoy. Okay.